was something, I guess, with the Global Health Service Partnership.
Yeah, okay, yes. So, I'm gonna go back to this is like I think that military child in me who just moved around a lot, and wanted to do something different. So I was in my first year at TSU teaching and just driving in the car and heard this little Peace Corps radio advertisement, and it was like, and I distinctly remember it was like, would it be crazy if you just packed your bags and left? And I was like, wait a minute, I need to do this. I mean, literally. And I was like, okay. I just went home that same evening and just Googled it, like Peace Corps or whatever. And the first thing that popped up was this new program that they had just started called the Global Health Service Partnership. And it was for doctors and nurses who've been educators, to go over to a country in sub-Saharan Africa to teach either medical students or nursing students. And I was like, man, I qualify for this because I'm an educator now. So I was like, oh, this is awesome. And it was just for a 1-year commitment because usually Peace Corps assignments are 2 years. And it was in, like an institution doing what I was currently doing, something that I enjoy doing. So yeah, I applied for it and interviewed and got offered a position as a volunteer nurse educator in Tanzania. So that's in East Africa. So yeah, and it's a partnership with Seed Global Health, Peace Corps, and PEPFAR, which is just the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief. So all these 3 organizations working together to send doctors and nurses over for a year. So I left. So I started at TSU 2013. So I finished that academic year, 2013, 2014. So I left to go to Tanzania in July of 2014 and came back in July of 2015. Yeah, man, life-changing experience.
Yeah, just off of commercials.
Just off of a Peace Corps radio advertisement. I'm like, so.
That kind of reminds me of those late night, when you get them commercials late night, try to get you into Nashville Auto Diesel College or some kind of college, the funny commercials.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So just off the whim. That's cool. So I guess as your experience as a volunteer nurse in Tanzania, how was that experience? Like, what was it like over there? Because was that your first experience just out of the country?
Mm-hmm. Well, out of the country as a professional.
Professional, yes, correct. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so, man, listen, it was, first of all, when I first got there, I was like, this is Africa, this is the soil, just
touching
like,
the ground.
I couldn't believe that I was in the motherland, so that just was just amazing anyway, just to step off the plane and be like, okay, I'm here for real, because you don't ever think that you're gonna go to Africa, or anything so that, just had me like, oh, yeah. So, but I was at the University of Dodoma School of Nursing, and I was teaching neonatal and pediatric nursing, my specialty. And it was so different going to the hospitals, because I did clinical here in Nashville where I take students to the hospital and stuff. I did the same thing there. You're not prepared.
Hospitals are different.
Oh, they're way different. Now, let me just back up for a minute because I don't want everybody to think like everywhere you go in Africa is like some third world where it's not developed and everything like that, because that's not true.
You were sent to like a specialized location because they had a need for your assistance.
Yes,
and that's why you were,
yes,
okay, I understand what
yeah,
you meant. Go ahead.
Because even in Tanzania, there's some good hospitals and stuff, and good technology, so there are places that they're advanced and they're developed too, Now, I wasn't in like rural Tanzania either. I was in a small town, right? So they did have some health centers that were, mid-modern, but I did go to this hospital, Dodoma Regional Hospital, where it was not developed or anything like that. There are like multiple patients in one bed, and I was on the maternity ward and the neonatal ward, Now in the neonatal ward, it was better with maybe just one mama, with her babies or whatever. Here in the U.S., we have like the incubators and the beds and everything where we can warm the babies, keep them heated, keep their body temperature up. But they're,
Missing that equipment.
missing that equipment. Well, actually, not even missing it because they had it, but no one had ever showed them how to use it. So I did though. But before that, it was just skin to skin, which we do here in the U.S. too, but it's just the mamas warming the babies up on them, on their chest and stuff. So, but on the maternity ward, or I should say, postpartum unit, where after they've had the babies, that's where you'd see the multiple mamas and babies in one bed, just not the greatest conditions, so it was different to see, but it's really a matter of just adapting to what's there. I wasn't going in with the mindset of trying to change things because I, as one person, I'm not going to, be able to change stuff like that, but I went in with the mindset of at least I want to educate the students on what to look for that's normal so that if they see something that's abnormal, they can say something about it, because you have to know that you're not going to be able to teach them everything and teach them to do it the way that we do it here,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. So it was a good experience because the students were so appreciative, just of me being there and just sharing my knowledge with them. And I'm not like coming in there like, oh, we do it this way in the U.S., you have to do it. I'm not trying to impose that upon them. I'm like, what do you need from me? What do you want me to teach you that's going to help you function where you are? So, but it was good though. I enjoyed it. The students enjoyed it. My colleagues enjoyed it, that I was working with. So it was really good.